Before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Advaco. Their expertise in vacuum pump remanufacturing and service, backed by a 2-year warranty, is unmatched, keeping the semiconductor industry running smoothly, with precision and reliability. When you need to partner with the vacuum pump experts, visit them at www.acufinciat.com, advaco.com. All right, let's unpack some exciting news that dropped recently. We're talking about semiconductors. But not just any chip factory. This is about a massive national research lab landing right here in Arizona, focusing on the future of semiconductor technology.
Wow.
Think sci-fi becoming reality. We've got 2 sources breakdown for you: a press release from the Department of Commerce and an article from ASU that digs into why this is a big deal, especially for those of us living right here in Arizona.
What's captivating about this news is how it all came together. The government's stepping up with funding from the CHAPS Act, industry leaders collaborating, and ASU. With its impressive track record in semiconductor research being chosen as the location, this isn't just about constructing a building. It's about building an entire ecosystem for innovation.
You're right, it's a whole ecosystem. So the big news is that ASU's research park in Tempe will be home to this cutting-edge facility, officially called the NSTC Prototyping and NAPMP Advanced Packaging Piloting Facility.
Okay.
It's a mouthful, I know. But what's important is that this facility is going to be operational by 2028. That's a pretty ambitious timeline, wouldn't you say?
But the timeline definitely reflects the urgency behind the CHAPS and Science Act, which had bipartisan support, by the way. It's a clear sign that bringing semiconductor leadership back to the U.S. is a national priority. We're talking about economic competitiveness and national security all rolled into one.
And that brings us to a crucial point. Why is this facility so important? We hear a lot about bringing manufacturing back to the U.S., but what does that actually mean for people like us?
Well, for starters, it means less reliance on other countries for something as crucial as semiconductors. Think about it. These tiny chips are in practically everything we use: our phones, cars, computers, even medical devices. Right now, we depend heavily on other nations for production, and that poses risks not just to our economy, but also to our national security.
The press release even quotes a White House official saying, "This investment ensures the United States will continue to lead in research and development, even in super complex industries like AI." But how does this new facility actually address that problem?
One of the biggest challenges in the semiconductor industry is the gap between research and manufacturing. We call it the lab-to-fab gap. We have brilliant researchers making incredible discoveries in the lab. But getting those discoveries translated into actual mass-produced chips, well, that's been a major bottleneck. This new facility is designed to bridge that gap.
So it's like a giant testing ground where researchers can experiment with new materials and techniques, but on a massive scale, right? I read that it's going to have a 300-millimeter full-flow CMOS tech baseline. Honestly, that sounds impressive, but I have no idea what it means.
Think of it as the gold standard for semiconductor research and development. This facility will have the most advanced tools and processes, mimicking a real-world manufacturing environment. Researchers can push the boundaries of chip technology without the constraints of a full-scale commercial production line. It's like having a state-of-the-art kitchen where you can perfect your recipes before opening a restaurant.
Okay, that makes sense. And it's not just about making chips faster or smaller, right? This facility is also focused on something called advanced packaging.
You're right. It's not just about the chips themselves, but about how we connect and integrate them. Think miniaturization, power efficiency, new ways to integrate chips into everything, from smartphones to medical devices. Advanced packaging is key to unlocking the full potential of these powerful chips.
So this facility will be at the forefront of not only designing better chips,
Yeah,
but also figuring out how to use them in the most innovative ways possible.
absolutely. And speaking of being at the forefront, that brings us to the question of why ASU is chosen for this massive project.
Yeah, why ASU? They're a great university.
Yeah.
But what makes them stand out in the world of semiconductors?
Well, for starters, ASU is already a research powerhouse. They're bringing in nearly $1 billion in research spending this year alone.
Wow.
They have the brains, the infrastructure, and a network of industry partners that's second to none. They're already working with companies like MacroTechnology, a leading innovator in chip packaging, so they're really plugged into the industry.
Plus, I read that they have this amazing building called the MacroTechnology Works, with a clean room that's over 39,000 square feet. Sounds like they're already set up to handle this kind of cutting-edge research.
Exactly. ASU wasn't just chosen for their academic prowess. They were chosen because they are ready to hit the ground running. They have the facilities, the expertise, and the industry connections to turn this vision into a reality. It's a perfect storm of opportunity, and it's all happening right here in Arizona.
So tell me, what does this mean for Arizona, and what does it mean for the average person? Let's break that down after a quick break. We'll be back in a moment to unpack the real-world impact of this game-changing facility. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the future of semiconductors.
We've been talking about this incredible new research facility coming to Arizona, but let's shift gears a bit and talk about what it all means for everyday people.
It's easy to get lost in the technical details, but at the end of the day, this is about improving our lives in tangible ways.
Exactly. So let's paint a picture for our listeners.
Imagine a world with smartphones that are not only faster and more powerful than anything we have today, but also have batteries that last for days, maybe even weeks.
And think about the potential of AI to help us solve complex problems, from personalized medicine to tackling climate change.
We could see breakthroughs in self-driving cars, making transportation safer and more efficient.
And in healthcare, the possibilities are truly mind-boggling. Imagine tiny implantable chips that monitor your health in real time, alerting doctors to potential problems before they even become noticeable.
It sounds like science fiction. But these are the kinds of advancements that this facility could help bring to life.
And let's not forget about the economic boost for Arizona. This project will create thousands of high-paying jobs, not just for scientists and engineers, but also for technicians, support staff, and all the people who contribute to a project of this scale.
That's right. We're talking about a ripple effect that will benefit businesses large and small across the state.
Construction, manufacturing, retail, restaurants. Everyone will feel the positive impact of this project.
It's really about building a future for Arizona, where innovation and technology drive economic growth and create opportunities for everyone.
And it all starts with this one facility, this one bold investment in the future.
It's exciting to think about what the next few years will bring as this project takes shape.
And as we wrap up our discussion, I will leave you with this thought.
I'm all ears.
This facility represents a turning point for the United States. In the global technology race, it's a statement that we're not just playing catch-up, we're aiming to lead the way in the industries of the future.
It's a powerful message, and it's happening right here in our backyard.
So as you go about your day, keep this question in mind. How will the advancements coming out of this facility shape your world?
It's a question worth pondering, and we want to hear your thoughts.
Share your insights with us on our website or social media channels.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
Welcome back to The Deep Dive. We've been unpacking this huge news about the National Semiconductor Research Lab landing right here in Arizona. It's a lot to take in. But here's what I'm finding super cool. This isn't just about catching up. It's about leapfrogging ahead.
It's about pushing the boundaries of what's currently possible and fostering those moonshot ideas that could revolutionize entire industries.
Exactly. Imagine you're a researcher with a groundbreaking idea for a new type of chip. Something that could, let's say, revolutionize energy storage, or make real-time language translation a reality. In the past, you might have struggled to find the resources or funding to really explore your concept.
Right.
But now, with this facility, you've got access to state-of-the-art equipment and a whole team of experts dedicated to pushing the limits of what's possible.
It's a dream scenario for any innovator. And remember, this is a national facility, which means we're talking about attracting top talent from across the country and even around the world.
Another win for Arizona.
Yeah.
It's like a magnet for the brightest minds in the semiconductor field. And when you have that kind of brain power concentrated in one place, amazing things are bound to happen.
Absolutely. And those amazing things won't just benefit Arizona. The ripple effects will be felt across the globe, impacting industries and lives in ways we can only begin to imagine.
It's not just about chips, is it? It's about the future, about solving some of the world's biggest challenges, about creating a better tomorrow.
And it all starts with this one facility, this one bold investment in the future of technology.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic right now. There's so much potential here, so much possibility.
As we've seen throughout this deep dive, the implications of this facility are vast and far-reaching. It's a story of innovation, collaboration, and the power of human ingenuity.
It's a story that's just beginning to unfold, and I, for one, can't wait to see what the next chapter holds.
And as you go about your day, keep this question in mind. How will the advancements coming out of this facility shape your world? Because the future is being built right now, and it's more exciting than ever.
That's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.